Ever felt like your paycheck is never enough to make it through the whole month? You're not alone. Many of us have experienced that moment when the excitement of payday quickly fades as the bills pile up and expenses skyrocket. But what if you could plan your salary in a way that ensures it lasts all month long? In today's video, we're diving into 5 powerful salary planning tips that can help you stretch your paycheck further, no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're living paycheck to paycheck or just trying to avoid those mid-month financial stresses, these tips are designed to make sure your money lasts until the next payday. Let's get started. 1. Adopt the survival number baseline. When your salary comes in, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of spending. You might feel the urge to treat yourself or buy things you've been eyeing, but to make sure your money lasts until the next payday, you need to take a step back and figure out exactly how much you really need to survive. This is where the survival number comes in, a simple yet powerful concept that can change how you manage your finances. The survival number is the absolute minimum amount of money you need for essentials: your rent, utilities, groceries, insurance, and any bare-bones debt payments. These are the non-negotiables that you can't go without. Everything else, like dining out, entertainment, or shopping, falls into the wants category and should be considered secondary. Start by calculating your fixed costs, the bills and expenses that stay the same every month. This number will give you a clear picture of what it takes to keep the essentials covered. Once you know your survival number, set strict spending limits. If you're following the 50/30/20 rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings, great. But in times of high inflation, you may need to adapt to the 70/20/10 rule. With this, you allocate 70% for needs, 20% for savings, and 10% for wants. By setting a clear baseline, you'll be able to avoid impulse purchases and unnecessary spending. It creates a safety net for your finances, ensuring that your basic needs are covered first. This method also brings peace of mind, allowing you to focus on your larger financial goals without the stress of running out of money before the month ends. Tracking your survival number consistently gives you control over your finances, and that's the first step toward a financially secure future. 2. Automate pay yourself first. Willpower can only take you so far. If you rely on discipline alone, it's easy to slip up, especially when you're only halfway through the month and temptation strikes. That's why automation is one of the most powerful tools to manage your salary. The pay yourself first strategy is simple. Right after you receive your paycheck, set up automated transfers to a separate savings or investment account. This way, before you even have a chance to spend your salary, a portion is automatically moved into savings or investments. By doing this, you're securing your financial future without needing to think twice about it. Consider automating contributions to your retirement plan for 401k, IRA, etc., as well as building your emergency fund. The less you rely on willpower, the easier it becomes to stick to your financial goals. In addition to automating savings, it's also important to separate your bills from your daily spending. Set up 2 accounts, one for bills, mortgage, utilities, etc., and another for discretionary spending. Transfer the amount needed for bills right away so it's not mixed with your spending money. This ensures you never accidentally spend money that should be reserved for your essentials. By automating these processes, you'll be securing your financial future without stressing about it every month. 3. Implement the 24-hour or 48-hour pause rule. Impulse spending is one of the biggest culprits that ruin monthly budgets. You know the feeling. You see something you want, and before you know it, your credit card is out and the item is in your cart. By the time your next paycheck rolls around, you're left wondering why you don't have enough to last a month. So, what can you do to curb this behavior? Enter the 24-hour rule or 48-hour rule. This simple but powerful technique allows you to take a step back before making any non-essential purchase. When you feel the urge to buy something over a certain amount, say $50, pause and give yourself a full 24 to 48 hours to think it over. During this time, the initial excitement of the purchase often fades, and you may realize that it was a necessity after all. This pause rule works because it gives you time to distinguish between what you truly need and what you just want in the moment. It's not just about resisting temptation. It's about being mindful of your spending and making intentional decisions. You can also take it a step further by regularly checking your digital subscriptions. Many people forget about the monthly fees for apps, streaming services, or memberships that they don't even use anymore. These hidden expenses can silently drain your account. So periodically review your subscriptions and cancel the ones you don't need. By creating this cooling off period, you'll stop impulse purchases from derailing your budget. 4. Optimize variable expenses strategically. While fixed costs like rent and utilities are unavoidable, variable expenses like food and transport are where most budgets derail. These are areas where you have more control, and if you're looking to stretch your salary further, this is where you should start. The goal is to be strategic about your spending while still maintaining a comfortable lifestyle. Start with food. Grocery bills can easily get out of hand if you're not careful, especially with the rising cost of living. One simple strategy is to swap out expensive fresh vegetables for frozen ones, which are often just as nutritious and much cheaper. Another easy way to cut grocery costs is by buying store-brand items instead of name-brand products. You might not notice the difference in taste, but you'll see the savings. Planning meals ahead of time and making a shopping list will help you avoid impulse buys while in-store. When it comes to transportation, consider more budget-friendly alternatives. Can you use public transport instead of driving? Or perhaps carpooling with a coworker or neighbor? Reducing the number of times you fill up your gas tank can add up over time. Another important aspect of managing variable expenses is setting a fun money budget. Everyone deserves a little treat now and then. So allocate a small percentage of your income, around 5%, to enjoy things like eating out, entertainment, or hobbies. The key here is to budget for fun in advance, so you're not tempted to overspend out of frustration later in the month. By strategically managing your variable costs, you'll find more room to save and invest, allowing you to take control of your financial future. 5. Build a mid-month reserve. Unexpected expenses can easily throw your entire budget off course. Whether it's a surprise medical bill, a car repair, or an emergency home fix, these unplanned costs can derail even the most carefully crafted financial plan. That's why it's crucial to build a mid-month reserve, a safety net to cover those micro shocks without putting you in financial distress. Start by setting aside an emergency fund that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses. However, in the short term, aim for a small reserve of $1,000 to $2,000 to protect yourself against smaller, unforeseen expenses. This fund should be kept in a high-yield savings account or another liquid account so that you can access it quickly when needed. In addition to your emergency fund, take a proactive approach to paying off high-interest debt. Credit card debt, in particular, can quickly spiral out of control, especially when compounded with interest. By prioritizing paying off high-interest debts, you free up your financial resources for savings, investments, and other financial goals. If you're unsure how to start, use the avalanche method to pay off your highest interest debts first, or the snowball method to focus on clearing your smallest balances. Both methods help reduce the impact of interest on your overall financial situation. Building a reserve and tackling debt ensures that you have a cushion to fall back on during tough times. This way, you can weather financial challenges without worrying about your money running out before the end of the month. There you have it. 5 money rules that can help you survive any economic slowdown and make your salary last a whole month. By adopting these tips, you'll take control of your financial future, even in uncertain times. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable financial insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.